That looks like another base just over there. I'll have a look at that. But for now, Epsilon Base, as this shall be called when I can be bothered to put up a beacon for it, is just over here. And to set everything up, I'm going to pop down a tier 2 crafting station just near the front door. And a little locker storage right here. That'll just have stuff in it. I need another iron for a second one. So I'm just going to call this stuff. Stuff that I don't want to be holding at the moment. Okay. So that's just in case I need to make something. I am just going to basically hunt through this big ship. There's an entrance near the base. The dorsal... No, is that dorsal? Ventral dorsal, right? Dorsal's the bottom bit. What the hell? I think the hit detection's a little odd here. I just came to get this iron. Oh, is dorsal the top and ventral might be the bottom? Alright, let's head inside. We're chugging along through the moss phase. I suspect we'll be done with that probably before we get back. But I don't intend to make this anything more than semi-permanent. This little base we've set up here. Our priority should be seeds. Alright, I'm starting to think I should just get every seed I can get my hands on, bring the uranium, and leave the base materials. I'll bring water bottles, because, you know, I can drink those. And just be prepared to go back and forward a lot. Obviously, blueprint. Oh, and speaking of which, I'm going to look into making that tier 2 deconstructor chip, because I think I unlocked that. But weirdly, I don't remember it. So, yeah, I'll pick up seeds. And store them. Looks like there's a lava flow behind this door. Yeah, I'm stuck. Oh dear. I'm actually genuinely really stuck here. Is there a crouch? Unstuck. F4. Okay. There we go. Okay, you press the F4 button to unstick yourself. That was genuinely worrying me. Okay. I guess these sorts could work well as well. I'll take the iridium. But base resources I'm mining. Those I won't bother with. Except for aluminium, because I've got to go a long way out of my way for aluminium. There is a big old storm happening outside right now. I'm gonna deconstruct that just because it gets me through. Nullness seeds, uranium, and iridium. It is loud out there. Oh, super alloy is good. Beans, uranium, and silicon. We've got 2 staircases. I'm not gonna touch them. Oh, a rocket engine. Definitely want that. Got 2 ladders, apologies. That will deconstruct container. Something seems to think that there's a container around here somewhere. Okay. That looks like everything on the bottom floor. How are we doing? Now, there was some cobalt I left somewhere. Actually, I might grab that and see if I can... There's no way to get through that. There's no, like, laser tool or something like there is in Subnautica where some doors are closed until you have a specific kind of tool for it. Thought I left some cobalt in a crate somewhere. I can get cobalt. Just don't want to have to use another oxygen. Alright. Well, it seems to me that I'm going to have to go up one of those ladders, and I'm going to have to make sure I'm careful. Where am I going? I don't know where Epsilon Base is. I need probably a beacon for that now. There it is. Let's grab 2 cobalt. And reclaim the oxygen. I'm going to grab that iron back and pop down another storage crate, because I feel like I'm going to need a lot. And this one is going to have seeds. Or just seed, one. All of that. Everything else will just go in here until I decide I need to have more of it, except for the cobalt, which I specifically picked up for the purpose of making a new oxygen capsule, so I would have 4 on me at all times. Water, well, I'm going to run out of water eventually, but I can always pop back to Delta Base to pick up some more water. I can get there on 1 tank of oxygen. I'm sure I can remember to go back before I run out of water. Who knows, I might find some ice, or, you know, I've already found 1 bottle of water in this ship. Maybe there'll be more. Alright, so we're heading up the first set of... first ladder. I keep wanting to call them stairs. So I think, because I think we've cleared out the bottom layer here. I'm going to do this ladder first, and then I'll do that ladder unless they're connected, in which case I won't have to bother. They don't look like... no, that they might be connected. Let's have a look. Alright, yes, they are connected. Okay, so there is an upper level. This torch is a little too bright, actually. What are these? Methane cartridges. Oh, good. How do I pick them up? There we go. Hanger seats. That's not a rocket engine. So methane cartridges is good. That'll get me a few things. Some recipes require it, but I don't think I'll be able to do much with just a couple I find on the ground. I'm going to work on that. I better hope I can find my way out of this place. That's an interesting... Linfolia tree seed. Oxygen multiplier 125%. Some space food, that's good for me. It's sort of tilted over, which is slightly, you know, difficult, and it's blooming out with the light. Okay, we got a laptop in here. Shanga seed. Just want to be really careful. Is that it? Can't be the entire ship. This is a big ship. I think there might be a second entrance point. See, sometimes you can deconstruct these doors. I'll eat that space food since I got it. I'm about to run out of O2. We got another reactor. Doesn't seem to be operational. Might just because I was in deconstruct mode. Oxygen level low. Is that really it? That might be the whole thing. Alright. I'm gonna try scouting out more of the outside of this ship and see if I can find my way out of it. And see if there's anything else, because there might be another entrance point. This is a very, very big ship. I can't imagine this is everything in the entire thing. There wasn't a ladder on this side, was there? No. Yes, there was. Gets me up here. That's the same place. It's the same place. Okay. Alright, well. A lot of good that did me. I'm gonna see if I can find a vantage point in case there's any available, like, obvious second entrance. I just don't imagine there is, actually. Looking at it now. More doesn't make sense. We've got a tree seed, though. I imagine I'll be able to plant them somewhere. The methane cartridges is pretty good. Let's grab another cobalt and oxygen capsule just to be safe. And I'll tell you what I'll do first. I'll head over here to what looks like the entrance to another base. On the ground, or underground. After I look at this. Which has some sulfur, which is good. Uranium, squash, aluminium, iridium. Bunch of good stuff. So I'm running low on water. I guess I'll have a poke down here, and whatever this is. Eggplant, beans, yeah, okay. Take that. Alright, let's head back up, and I'm going to drop those off, and then we'll go deeper. Okay. What's further down? Ooh. That looks like a lot of lava behind here. That doesn't look very... And this looks like a collapsed tier 2 crafting bench. It's highlighting, but I don't seem to be able to do anything with it. Hydration level is now critical. What do we got here? Nothing, apparently. We got a message, though. This new place is a bit warmer than my last camp, but I'm still extremely cold. It's been 2 days since I ran out of food. I miss my family. I'm so lonely. This is from Shaldan. I've lost all hope. I will have to move out soon. I'm tired of going outside again. I'm terrified of going outside again. It's so dark and cold. This is, I think, the same guy as built the other bases. I think there's only been one person other than us who's landed here. But there's another level down. Yeah, he seems to have parked very near lava. Can't help but think I've heard of better ideas. We're getting a lot of bean seeds, but not a lot of mushroom seeds. But now I am captive, boldly in irons in a dungeon, and mentally imprisoned in one idea, one horrible, hideous, unconquerable idea. I have only one thought, one conviction, one certitude, condemned to death. Terraform the planet? I'll be reading these backwards. Well, there's nowhere further down to go. Another pressure multiplier fuse. I think that they're used in that technology I now have. That, whatchamacallit? The thingamabob. I've forgotten what they called it in the game. Okay, I got a bit of time. Let's explore a little bit further. Who knows what we might find? Like more obsidian. I would pick up the obsidian, as I said, but... Oh, there's a lot of it around here, just north of Epsilon Base. I would pick up the obsidian, but I've got nothing to do with it, so it's basically a waste of storage space at the moment. It's starting to rain. Just be careful over these rocks. Ah, this is what I was looking for. More bloody bean seeds. I'm not going to starve. I'm going to keep looking around this area, and if nothing interesting pops up, I'm probably just going to head straight back to Delta Base. Well, nothing interesting popped up. It was a little disappointing, actually. But it wasn't fruitless. Eat a bean. Drink some water. Collect 2 water. And, okay, decode the microchip. What do we got? Tier 4 GPS satellite. I better launch one of those if I can afford it, which I don't think I can. I didn't check. The Tier 2... Not the microchip pinning, the deconstruct chip. Tier 2 deconstruction. I've now got a methane cartridge, but I need a zeolite. Well, it'll be on the map somewhere. Probably need one of those deeper caves. I'm not sure. How are we doing? 52% of the way. to moss. So let's drop off the sulfur. I'm going... Let's check my uranium. I got enough for a... I'm one short. Alright. I'll make a uranium rod now, just because it'll compress it into a smaller space. And I'll hold on to that uranium rod until I'm ready to use it. I've got a rocket engine, which I will store in crafted. As well as that pressure multiplier. I guess methane is technically organic, so I'll leave it there. Although it might also be bio. Seeds go in there as well. I've got a bunch of squash from that. Alright, and the iridium rods. I've really got to think about what my next thing would be, but I need to also this tree seed, which I'm apparently putting in here. My next stop, my next thing to do. We've got 1.76 tons of biomass on the ground. So... I should put down a tier 4 drill. Now, but I need lots of stuff for that. Although, you know, not an impossible amount of stuff, just a lot of it. Putting down one, though, would be a serious boon. It's very difficult. What I need is a farm. In fact, speaking of which, I should do a harvest. That's my food supply, though I think I've got to start growing more beans. Like, for instance, I think what I'm going to do is take this eggplant out and put a bean in there. So this is all food supply. Not a very balanced diet, but there you are. I've got lots of food. I shouldn't have to worry about that. Now let's gather the crop here. So I've got enough eggplant to make the fertilizer. I've got the squash. I need another mushroom. This is what I'm thinking. I need a farm. I need something that's dedicated. I need an area dedicated specifically to being a farm. But now that I've got those 4 mushrooms, I'm going to create 2 bioplast nuggets. Now, what was the remaining recipe for that? 2 silicon, 2 water bottles. It just so happens I left 2 water bottles in here, and one more has already popped in, and I've got the excess water. I'll leave that. Yeah. Was it 2 silicon? I almost got the wrong thing there. Sulfur. Sounds a bit like silicon, but isn't. That gives me 2 extra bioplastic nuggets. And with that, I can presumably make something. Maybe another algae generator. Yeah. I'll put down another algae generator. Fertilizer, what was it? Magnesium and another superalloy. Gonna need that biomass. In the middle here, I'm thinking. Don't want any overlap if I can avoid it. I don't know if growing that many plants in my drinking supply is a great idea, but there it is. So, that'll increase biomass to above 1,000 grams per second. Next, I want to think about a tier 4 drill. Tier 2 food grower will grow food faster. Now, I might wait for that. 35 tons of biomass. No, actually, I won't wait for that. I'm going to need a farm. I just don't know precisely where. Maybe I could build it out the bottom here underneath my extension, but I think just architecturally, I don't like how that might look. Let's have a look outside. I'm going to need the superalloy to build these large compartments, though. So I could put it above here, because I want this one. I'm not gonna turn this section into a hub, into a farm, because I want to have it as a hub for my biodomes. Which means I'm gonna have to move this flower spreader. So I might as well do that now. Just quickly put that in a different location. Say over here. On the other hand, I've actually also unlocked the tier 2 flower spreader, which I should definitely put down. So let's do that. Another super alloy, another fertilizer, and that was it. And the water bottles. What does it do differently? It increases plants per second, requires a lot more energy. Better double check that. I'm fairly certain I had a few hundred kilowatts of energy free. Yeah, 600. But, you know, you gotta be careful. And the Tusker seeds. So that'll be making a total of... at 400%. Well, that number is kind of irrelevant now that's being boosted by my rockets. Oxygen number big. It seems to have added almost 500 to the biomass. I gotta keep working on that. Now, the machine operator. That's what I think... The machine optimizer, sorry. That's what I think these fuses are for. Pressure multiplier fuse. Yeah, so this will increase the pressure of nearby machines, so I've got to put it near my drills. Well. 2 explosive powder, a uranium rod, which I did just make. An iron, a cobalt, and an iron. And I put it near my drills. I imagine. And I've got some drills up here, haven't I? Though the majority of my drilling isn't happening up here. But if I put down a tier 4 drill, it will be. So maybe I should do that. A tier 4 drill. Which requires 3 osmium, 6 super alloy. And I've got a fair amount. I got 5 super alloy. And I've got enough to make another one. And I've certainly got the osmium for it. And I've got to do my mines, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm making another super alloy. I remember. And then I'll think about the machine optimizer. Hydration level is low. Tier 4 drill. I want it near all my other drills so the effect works. So there we go. That is a tier 4 drill. Big spider boy. Well, it's 3-legged. It's not really a spider, but it's a big boy compared to these ones. So that will have helped with pressure, and I can increase that even further. Pressure is now going up by an even bigger number. I can't remember what it was before, but that looks bigger. So, yeah. Machine... What was it? Machine optimizer. 2 explosive powder. That's 4 sulfur, isn't it? 4 sulfur and 2 iridium. Alright, fine. Why not? Hey, iridium. Just 2 and 4 sulfur. A lot of my sulfur. And then with just some other gubbins. Yeah, iron and 2 iron and a cobalt. Alright. And I've got the pressure multiplier fuse. That's the only type of fuse I have. So this will increase it by 500%. Which is a pretty big boost. Oh, I need a 2 iron. Hold on, let me see if I can get that off the ground. I thought I picked up 2 iron. I must be stupid. There we go. Well, obviously try to keep it as near the tier 4 as possible. I think those rings are designating its effectiveness range. I'm not sure. If it's like 500% really nearby, then 200% or something, then like then 400%, 200%, 300%. No, 400%, 300%, 200%. And you stick in a pressure fuse multiplier, it Bumps these up. And a number go bigger. I assume. I'm gonna eat a bean. I put all my beans away. What did I do that for? Pressure is really going up now. We'll need to do the same. Well, we'll need to do the same for heat. Okay, that was all of my. That was all of my super alloy I've just used. There we go. So, questions can be raised as to whether or not that was actually a good idea. Right, let's pick up stuff from my mines. Look at that over there. You can see the moss on the ground really clearly now, even at nighttime. I'm actually starting to run out of space for all the material I'm picking up, which is a good problem to have. It means I've got so much basic material I can start making super alloy and compressing it. Drink a water bottle. Okay. So, I'm just thinking. I should get some more heaters up. I've got all these iridium rods. Like, I could do 4, I think. The energy cost is only 21 each. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it 4 each. 4 of titanium and silicon. Look at that, look at all the silicon I have. Okay, my heating room. We can put 1 more here. If I make a 5th one, actually, this is gonna be a more evenly spread out. Yeah, I can do 1 more. Turn off my light. That uses up most of my... It was titanium, wasn't it? That uses up most of my iridium rods as well, so yay. Just means there's an awful lot of heat being generated right next to my bedroom. But, you know, we filter that out. It's okay. Okay, that's a lot of extra heat. And a lot of extra energy usage. I'm down to 366.50 kilowatts. More than 1,000 I'm generating a total of 2,200 kilowatts. And I'm starting to run low. Okay. We can start to see the base take shape. Now, in terms of possible... And the greenery come up, by the way. And all the lakes and rivers. And the original lake where my original hab was. Now, what was I looking at? There was a wreck out here. Beyond the volcano section. Just trying to figure out exactly where it is. It's quite a ways to the south. It's like right on the edge of the map. I don't know what's in there, but I want to have a look in it. And I don't think I've been to this crater yet. That's new to me. It's behind Alpha Base. Alpha Base would be a good staging point for an expedition down that area. Because I can sort of back around and come up here. And I can have a look at this area. Okay. Speaking of... Gas extractor comes in at 100 megapascals, millipascals presumably. The nuclear fusion generator. But I get the feeling I'm gonna need tier 5 heater, insect spreader, rocket, tier 5 drill. So the next lot is going to be in biomass. So I've got to start actually really getting onto biomass. I mean, I need... when do I get my first insects? That's the thing. You need... No, you need 80 tons of plants before you can do insects. Excuse me, I thought that was... I'm backwards. Butterfly larvae. I need more plants. I need a lot more plants. I probably need another plant rocket, actually, come to think of it. And I want to look at that GPS rocket. So I sent up 2 of each of the heat and oxygen rockets. I probably need to send up 2 plant rockets in order to get a real move on. Now the tier 3, yeah, I still need that super alloy rod. There's got to be some kind of upgraded constructor I need. Lerma seed, tree bark, fertilizer, 2 super alloys and a rocket engine. Okay. I'll send up another one of those, but I need more plant growth. Maybe I need more more of these. I'm starting to think, if I created these living compartments, or these living compartment corners, and built around, I could build off that then. I could have the farm, if I build like a ring around here, that connects up to that end there, I could have a farm, or a set of farms that come off the edge of that. And then that ring could extend around to this end of the biodome, but I need an awful lot of iron and titanium for that. It just so happens I should have that. I need some cobalt as well. Iron, titanium, and cobalt. Let's just start that at the very least. I might even be able to do it. I'll leave the rest of the stuff there because I don't necessarily want to be carrying it. So if I do... Thing is, do you think this should hook up to this base? If there was a T... Well, this is, I suppose, a T section. Like that. I mean, I'm gonna have to move some stuff. Not necessarily this. I can move that, at least. I can shim... Okay. Hold on, now that I've had the idea, I have to implement it. I'm going to line another desk directly next to... Well, not quite directly next to this one. I wonder if I can squeeze in the constructor. Yes, I can. And then I can have the... What was it? The mapping screen. There we go. And that allows me to pass through and get to the biodome. Now, what did I need more of for this? More iron than titanium. Get a big bunch of titanium. Actually, just give me all of the titanium and then... give me the iron. And I'll come in from both directions because I don't think I know exactly where these are going to meet up, and I want to put a corner section. I need more iron. I need a lot more iron. Like I'm literally not doing the thing I said I should probably do, and that is connect it up on that side and create... Because this isn't a great use of the space, because there's a lot of dead space in between here. But I can't really do much more than make squares. Then that way. Will that actually make it? No. Needs to be another. Box out, which is a bit of a problem. It's gonna die of dehydration. And starvation. This big sort of square enveloping my entire base is not a probably resource-efficient way of doing all this. But it does give it a full space-based feel, doesn't it? One thing I wanted to do was just pop down here a window. I might put down a lot more windows along here. Make this entire area glass so I can see out. And that gets me over there. Now, so my thought... You know what I'm thinking now? Take all this away. And instead... literally just build off that with a, large base. With a large... living compartment. I need the super alloy for that. I knew I needed the super alloy for it, didn't I? I haven't forgotten about super alloy. And two of each. I'm out of titanium. Let's see if my mines have picked up enough titanium for me to make use of it. Then I can build out the farms. Then I can... then that construction makes more sense. Didn't need the silicon. If there's anything I don't need, it's silicon. Okay. I can pick up more titanium on the ground. I keep forgetting you can do that. So I'm building a large living compartment here. And then extending the small living compartments off the base of it. Just shy of the actual resources I need to link it up. One more here, I think probably one more on this side. Iron and titanium. And obviously I'm going to have to create struts for all this. And I can probably go down a level, thinking about it, if I could test that. I don't need to use an oxygen. I'm going to go inside and breathe. Next is flora. Next is flora. And we need a lot more greenery for that. Alright, let's have a look. Biomass green. 1 aluminium. I'll grab an extra iron. Don't need an extra silicon. It is one of the big screens. Of course it is. I've got nowhere really to put this. I mean, I could put it here, couldn't I? It doesn't want me to put it there. This doesn't really help me much. I think that's it's cool, it's just a bit superfluous. So okay. Before we move on with that, I'm going to continue the extension. Get this just wrapped up. Okay. One big long ring. I can walk on top of it. A little awkwardly, but I can. And that circles my biodomes, but it gives me a lot of space to expand off. And I can go up, I can go in any direction. So if I want to make a farm, and of course I am going to build a farm in here, I need a bunch of food growers. 16, I think I can get away with. Just line here, line here, line here. Well, on the other hand, that might not work. A little awkward to organize. Alright, let's bring in this crop. That's probably overdue. I'll need more storage for my foods. Pretty soon, and it's becoming dark. Don't I have a light now? For a magnesium and a cobalt. Can you stop being so dark? What? It's not actually emitting. For some reason. Does it not work inside? Gas extractor. Okay. Hello? This doesn't work. The lights don't work. Oh. Oh well. I've got enough food for now, I'm not going to pick that. Gas extractor. That's new. What does that do? Well, I know what it does. Automatically extracts gas from the ground. Iridium rods and zeolite. Alright, okay, I've got something I've got to look for. So, my best bet is probably to look for zeolite. That is now in my way. Now, what did I need? Aluminium goes over here. Magnesium and a cobalt. Okay. I needed methane. I've got 2 methane cartridges for a tier 2 fertilizer. Do I have anything that needs a tier 2 fertilizer? Not really. Not yet. I mean, I will, but... mutagen gets used in the DNA manipulator, but I don't have that yet. There's the DNA manipulator. Tier 5 heater. I must be looking for some kind of upgraded constructor. Super alloy rod. Okay, no. It's not. There's no upgraded constructor. You just eventually get that. That's not until 750 MTI. I went back to... Didn't I go back specifically to build a rocket? No, I don't want the tree seeds. I wanted a lerma seed. I think I have 1 remaining lerma seed. And then I gotta find more. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get more lerma seeds, because I'm pretty sure I've scoured this place clean now. I must have left some in a hole somewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember where. I think I needed that. I needed a rocket engine. That's crafted. I don't think I actually need the iridium rod. Super alloy, wasn't it? And the super alloy's in here. That's no, not the super alloy. I needed some super alloy. So I'm a little scatterbrained at the moment. I'm trying to think of the best way to move forward. I need zeolite. I'm trying to remember where on the map I haven't been. Need more titanium. That would get me there. Of course, I need the farms for the fertilizer. I should start putting down a lot more flower spreaders. So maybe I'll do a series of flower spreaders. And then, in order to get biomass up, and more algae generators if I can remember to do them. But I need more sulfur. I think I've only got 2 sulfur left, which only gives me maybe 2 flower spreaders. 2 fertilizer. I need to go on another hunt for stuff. I think I've got everything I need for this plant rocket. But I've got to go cave digging. I go looking at that. Maybe I'll try that expedition I sort of hinted at earlier. Bet I got one thing I'm missing from this. Fertilizer. That's the second time I've tried to make a plant rocket, and both times I've failed on one thing. It's like one thing I didn't consider. I think I have a spare fertilizer. Yes, I do. I should use those eggplants up at least. So yeah, up to Alpha Base and then further south of that, wasn't it? Should be where this sort of new area I haven't seen is. Send off the plant rocket. And that'll do some good. Okay. How many more? I need 2 fertilizer each. With the one I've got, I can make 1, can't I? Not the squash. Algae, 2 sulfur. That gives me 3 total fertilizer. Well, I'll put 1 down at least. And algae. I needed 6. Just grab what I need. Alright. 2 super alloy again, which I still don't have the titanium for. What was I doing? Super alloy titanium. I needed a bean because I just ate 1. So I'll check my mines first. Okay, I can make 1 tier 2 flower spreader. What plant? Another Tusker seed. Maximize the oxygen. Where? Be approaching the coastline, or the embankment, I'm not sure what you'd call that. Okay, I need more water. So I'm gonna make use of that thing I put down. I could almost pick that up again. I shouldn't, because I put it down because I ran low on water. I'll make some extra oxygen capsules. Now with that one fertilizer, I can make another tier 2 algae generator if I had enough mushrooms to make the bioplastic. Now, I don't have any more mushroom seeds, do I? No. So I gotta find them. So I can't make the bioplastic nuggets until these mushrooms have grown. I've got 3 mushrooms, that's enough for 1. With these grown... Well, they're only at 64%. That'll be enough for 3. So, yeah. I'm not getting any closer to that. Alright, 2 more oxygen capsules. And... yeah, I'll bugger off to Alpha Base. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm just going to drink the water now while it's in here. And then head off, just so I maximize the amount of water I have on hand. Then I'm going to head to, yeah, Alpha Base and then behind it.